Wow. Wow, guys. What a fucking main event. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And tonight, I'm going to be giving you guys the results of NXT Halloween Havoc 2022. I don't even know how to describe that. That triple threat match was absolutely insane. So, I will be revealing the results, and not only that, but I will also be doing a review, if you will, of the show on Monday's episode of WWE's Biggest Issue, which I am super excited for. So hopefully you guys are ready. And before we get started with this video, I just found out earlier today, like right before Halloween Havoc started, I'm on my YouTube page on my phone, and I'm gonna be honest. What I'm about to show you guys is absolutely insane. Check this out, guys. Check this out. You saw it there. I have my own community tab. That's pretty nuts. I did not know that I was able to unlock it. I don't know how. So I don't know. I mean, if you guys have any ideas of how, let me know. Let me know in the comments. But I have no idea how to use this. So I think what I'll do with the community tab is I'll throw a post on there, asking you guys to come up with ideas for new topics, for you know, potential, you know, like potential deck profiles. Like, what decks do you want me to update off of the list that I have, and potential topics for my series called Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. So I might do that. I don't know when I'll post that. I don't know when I'll do that post, but I can tell you one thing right now. I'm super excited to check out the community tab and see what you guys have to say. But before we get started, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more premium live event results in the future, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. Let's get straight into it. We found out on the kickoff show that Alba Fire challenged Mandy Rose to enter this haunted house, if you will, which Mandy Rose, shockingly enough, accepted. Which I don't know why the hell she would, but she did anyway. And all three members of Toxic Attraction made their way into the haunted house, which then kicks off the entire show with the ladder match for the NXT North American title. Obviously, I believe this is the 4th time in NXT history that the North American title has been defended in a ladder match. Obviously, the last one was obviously at none other than NXT Stand and Deliver earlier this year, where we saw Cameron Grimes climb the ladder and become the North American champion, defeating Grayson Waller, Solo Sikoa of the Bloodline, Santos Escobar of Legado del Fantasma, and of course the champion at the time, Carmelo Hayes. That was the last time. The second time, the previous time after that was, I believe, NXT TakeOver 30, and I believe I have that card. Let's see here. Super Showdown. TakeOver Tampa, that actually never came to pass. TakeOver 30, yes, it was Bronson Reed, Damian Priest of the Judgment Day, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, and the Velveteen Dream, in which Priest picked up the victory. And then of course the first time we had it was none other than the inaugural North American title match, which I believe was between Velveteen Dream, Ricochet, Adam Cole, Bebe, EC3, Killian Dane of Sanity, and Lars Sullivan, which that was a hell of a fight. That was a hell of a fight. This one was no different. The combatants for this one were Carmelo Hayes, Oro Mensah, Wes Lee, Von Wagner, and Nathan Fraser. This was probably by far one of the most insane ladder matches I had ever seen in a long, long, long time. And you guys know, whenever a ladder gets placed between the ring apron and the barricade, you know damn well shit's about to get real, someone's gonna get put through that ladder, and the ladder's gonna snap. Who was the victim? None other than Von Wagner, which again I will be going a little more in depth with the show on Monday's episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. In the end, I mean, it came down to Carmelo Hayes and Wes Lee. Wesley performed a Meteora on Hayes, which he landed onto the ladder. Wesley climbed the ladder and snags the NXT North American title. Obviously, we all know that this past year has been utter and complete hell for Wesley. Obviously losing his tag team partner in the team known as MSK. It was heartbreaking. We all know how heartbreaking it was. In which I believe I talked about that on the channel earlier this year. If you guys want to check it out, you guys are more than welcome to. I don't know if I did or not, but I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure that I did. But still, that was a hell of a fight. Shoutouts to Wes Lee for becoming North American Champion and winning his first singles gold in WWE. Shoutouts to him. But next up, we have Apollo Crews and Grayson Waller spin the wheel, make the deal. During the kickoff show, Halloween Havoc co-hosts Quincy Elliott, the Super Diva, and SmackDown's Shotzi spun the wheel, and it landed on a match that we don't see that often anymore for obvious reasons. And the last one we had was at the Greatest Royal Rumble. And if you guys do not know about that one, I did do a result video of it, which I don't think anybody saw the result video, nor did anybody watch the I think I don't think anybody saw the predictions or the result video. So make sure you guys check those out and see for yourself of how crazy it was. I think it was 2018, wasn't it? Was it 2018? It was indeed 2018. I was right. So originally, I believe it was supposed to have been Undertaker versus somebody else. And then eventually Rey Mysterio took over, but that didn't come to pass. So it ended up being The Undertaker versus Rusev, which, come on. We all know, when it comes to a casket match involving The Undertaker, you know full well Undertaker's going to win all day, every single day. But the rest of the card was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title, which I believe was in a steel cage. It was by a fluke, of course. We had AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE title, which I believe ended in a double countout. The Bludgeon Brothers defeated the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Bar, Sheamus, and Cesaro took on Woken, not Broken, Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. That actually took place. For the Raw Tag Team titles, Jeff Hardy and Jinder Mahal for the United States title. We had Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, The Miz, and Samoa Joe for the Intercontinental title, which was in a ladder match. Cedric Alexander and Kalisto for the Cruiserweight title. We had the 50-man Royal Rumble match. And then, of course, And then, of course, John Cena versus Triple H, which was a hell of a fight. So, fast forward to, let's see, 18, 19, 20, 22. Fast forward 4 years later, check this out. So, this is my book. And this is the card for the Greatest Royal Rumble. I apologize if the lighting is shit. I need to get better lighting. But, look at that. Just from that right there. Take a look. Fast forward 4 years later, and Apollo Crews and Grayson Waller compete in the casket match. Yeah, it's very rare we would ever see a casket match, but you guys know when we do get a casket match, it's always going to be nuts. And this one was no different. There was a bit of controversy because the rules were simple. Put your opponent in the casket, close the lid. Plain and simple. Grayson Waller decided to, I guess you could say, how can I put it? Pull a fast one and literally throw Apollo Crews onto the casket, which broke the lid, and that didn't work out because excuse me, because the referee called it as no. Nope. So the Druids came in with another casket, which was a lot more sturdier. And Apollo Crews picked up the victory by putting Waller into the casket, which now, obviously, he has put the quote-unquote nail in that one against Grayson Waller, and now he can put his focus on what matters most, and that is winning gold in NXT. Next up, we had Roxanne Perez do battle with Cora Jade in another match that was spin the wheel, make the deal, and it was announced a few weeks ago that it would be Weapons Wild, which no countouts, no disqualifications, falls count anywhere, anything goes. It was a hardcore matchup, no pun intended. Absolutely wild, again, no pun intended, but it was just nuts. At the end of it all, Roxanne Perez hit Jade with Pop Rocks to pick up the victory in Weapons Wild, but there were some key elements from that match that might shock you, and one of them was that Roxanne Perez sacrificed herself by throwing both herself and Cora Jade off of a ledge, off of like a tower, the ledge of the tower that's on the set of NXT, right where the fans are, the timekeeper commentator area is, onto tables. And that was what gave Roxanne the opportunity to pick up the victory using Pop Rock. So, shoutouts to Roxanne. That was a hell of a fight. Next up, we have Julius Creed doing battle with Damon Kemp in an ambulance match where if Julius Creed lost, Brutus Creed would have to leave NXT. This was literally one of the most personal rivalries I had ever seen in years. In years, since I started watching WWE back in 2005. Absolutely insane. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, the closing moments of the match, you knew Damon Kemp had that one coming. You knew. Literally, over a dozen chair shots to the back of Damon Kemp was what gave Julius Creed the chance to carry his ass, throw him into the ambulance, and shut the door, which was absolutely insane. I don't even know how to describe it except holy shit. But next up, we got the NXT Women's Title. Obviously, the brawl had continued in the haunted house. Alba Fire left JC Jane and Gigi Dolan at the haunted house. Took Mandy Rose, threw her into her car, and drove from the haunted house to the performance center, and was able to start the match from there. Which, even with that, for some reason, I don't know how, but for some reason, the last couple minutes of the match, Jane and Dolan somehow was able to get involved, rip the referee from 3 count because they knew that Alba Fire was going to become women's champion. Nope, Alba Fire gave JCJ a super kick, which led to the referee getting knocked down. And that was when, well, Mandy Rose hit Alba Fire with that knee strike that she calls Kiss by the Rose to once again retain the NXT Women's title. And now she will be literally 1 year as champion this coming Wednesday, which the question is, can anybody stop? Can anybody stop Mandy Rose? I don't think so. I don't think so. But we now move on to the main event for the NXT title between Braun Breaker, the champion, and the challengers Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough. This was literally probably one of the biggest matches of Braun's career, because we all know the last time he was in a triple threat match for the NXT title, Dolph Ziggler pinned Breaker to become champion. So you know full well that Breaker had everything. He had everything to lose, and he had literally everything to gain, because by losing the title, the triple threat jinx would continue to, no pun intended, haunt Braun Breaker. But by winning by pinning one or the other, you know, whether it was McDonough or of course not Jordan Devlin, no, Ilya Dragunov. Jordan Devlin is JD McDonough. Anyway, he would basically establish himself as a dominant NXT champion, and I've got no doubt in my mind, he already is a dominant champion. And tonight was no different, because all it took was a wicked spear to Dragunov to pick up the victory in that triple threat match to retain the NXT title. Honestly, I don't know how to describe that match, except holy shit, it was absolutely nuts. I can't wait for this Tuesday on NXT with the fallout of Halloween Havoc, and of course with the next NXT Premium Live event, which will be the last premium live event of the year, known as NXT Deadline. Is going to be absolutely insane. But hopefully you guys, but obviously big shout out to Braun Breaker for successfully retaining the NXT title. Honestly, we were expecting Austin Theory to cash in, but I guess he didn't. Not sure if he will or not, but we will see. But that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more premium live event results in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, follow me on my social media. Links will be in the description below. And of course, if you guys have family you guys want to send me, the info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.